Side on the table if you want to look for them with the other pamphlets. Now we'll begin. To be fair to those who are present, what we've done is draw the names out of a hat, so the order is not alphabetical. And we will start with Lea Cowley.
Good afternoon, talofa everyone. As everyone knows, my name is Lea Cowley. So I'll just give a brief history, family history and background. My parents came here in 1955, so we've been here for quite some time, one of the first Samoan migrants. My dad was here 52 from Samoa and then moved 55 and brought my mum and my older siblings here. So I'm one of the three youngest who was born and raised in Tokoroa. I speak Samoan, so that's an advantage being on council. And I have a long history with many families here that we grew up together. Schooled here, Matarawa School, Tokoroa Intermediate and Tokoroa High School. My parents actually were the founding members of the Pacific Island Presbyterian Church down in Maraetai Road in Kelso. So my dad worked for New Zealand Railways and he was a lay preacher. I just want to talk about three things because of the limited time. Three things I want to talk about is engagement, connectiveness, relationships. And I think it's really important. I was a public servant for Auckland City Council back in 2010. I was the first Pacific senior advisor there, and I managed a couple of contracts there. And one of the things, because of my networks and family in South Auckland and inner city of Auckland City Council, sorry, not South Auckland because Auckland City Council was inner city, I had a strong connection with my community. And one of the things that council were very interested in when we consult on annual reports and other significant documents is how we engage with those particular communities. And because I had those strong connections, we were able to access those communities. So for me, in those experiences, it's really important in Tokoroa, when we are engaging with communities, that there is a diverse community of Tokoroa people here, age, culture, and many other diversity, that we have access to those particular communities. So we need to be inclusive. The language we use also needs to be inclusive. So those experiences that I bring, and I returned back here 2 years ago, and it was a calling by a family member, and she's here with me, Margaret Cowley, who's been a long time kindergarten teacher in Tokoroa. I came back to look after my brother Ike, who had dementia Parkinson's. So the times I've come back is to look after a family member. So I know very well what it's like being a caregiver. And I looked after my parents up to the time they passed on, and a sister and a brother. Connectiveness is also important. And so connectiveness and relationships, holding those relationships are really important with particular groups in Tokoroa. So I think for me, to be elected on council, I bring those qualities. And I'll just end here because I think 3 minutes is over. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Vote Lea Cowley.